RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to top 10 list of everything and anything, great personality profiles, weekly NFL predictions, sports video blogs, entertainment video blogs, professional wrestling video blogs, and a whole lot more. RVBN, Billerica, Massachusetts. Get out! You're so sweet. 'Cause they're cute. I know. Want to put a wager on that, Richie? This action will not be toyed at BMHS. The more, the merrier. And go find something to do. Great quotes. Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Saturday, October 22nd, 2016, around 5:16 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's a very cloudy day out right now, on and off rain showers. Some of it was heavy duty, and it's about 64 degrees, a little bit humid, but these showers will be ending tomorrow because this is associated with a cold front, and in the Worcester Hills and the Monadnock region and the Berkshires and the Green and White Mountains, on the higher elevation, some snowfall. It's that time of year again, and next week colder than average. Only in the 40s, 42, 43, 44 degrees for high temperatures. So looks like the shorts and the flip-flops have to go in for storage. That's about it on that. Some news to report on the RVBN News. Why Syracuse Orange football team beat BC by the score of 28-20. BC has not won an ACC conference football game in over 2 years. That's not good. And the UMass Lowell Riverhawks beat St. Lawrence last night by the score of 5-3. And sad news to report in the world of Hollywood. Actor, comedian Kevin Meaney passed away at the age of 60. Kevin was a Boston-based comedian. He was known for being in the 1990 TV version of Uncle Buck, which ran on CBS and only had 16 episodes. And prayers to his family in this time of need. And that's about it on the news from the RVBN News. Why be back in a flash for my next video blog. If you have any suggestions about future video blogs you want me to talk about, private message me and I will talk about it. Any subjects that I previously discussed, I can't do another video blog about them, so if it's only one time only. That's about it on that. My second video blog subject of the day is about 2016-2017 NBA predictions. Only 3 more days into the 71st season of the National Basketball Association starts. And this is going to be a big year for the NBA. The NBA is probably the second biggest sports brand in the United States and worldwide, behind the NFL. And here are the predictions of what team's going to be finishing where. First, we go to the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division. First place winning that division will be the Toronto Raptors. They kept their team intact, and I think they'll have one of the top seeds in the Eastern Conference. Number 2, the Boston Celtics. They'll have a playoff spot. Al Horford put them as maybe a dangerous team. Plus, their core of Isaiah Thomas and others are gelling together. I think there'll be maybe 50 wins this year. Third place will be the New York Knicks. They improved with Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah and Carmelo Anthony. They think they're kind of a super team, but we'll wait and see about that. Because if Derrick Rose plays all 82 games, he's bound to get hurt sooner or later. And the fourth place will be the Philadelphia 76ers. They already have injury problems already. It's not even this beginning of the season. And rounding out the Atlantic Division, 5th place, Brooklyn Nets. I think the Nets could have the worst record in the NBA this year, which could be good for the Celtics because they have the option of swapping #1 draft picks, and they could get the #1 pick this year. In the Central Division, 1st place will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron's back, Kyrie Irving's back, Kevin Love's back, and others, and I think they're going to blow away the Central Division. They'll probably have the best record in the Eastern Conference. Number 2 will be the improved Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls signed Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo, along with Jimmy Butler. I think Rondo's going to have a great year, and I think Wade has something to prove. This could be another team that could be a sleeper in the Eastern Conference. 3rd place will be the Indiana Pacers. I think the Pacers are improving. Paul George is the star of that team. The 4th place team will be the Detroit Pistons, and they have Andre Drummond. He's the only great player they have, and they're improving, but they might fall short of the playoffs. And the 5th place team to round out the division will be the Milwaukee Bucks. They're improving, but then the Central Division, which is kind of competitive. In the Southeast Division, the 1st place team will be the Atlanta Hawks. They improved with Dwight Howard, and then they have the core still together, minus a couple of people, so I think they'll win the division. 2nd place will be the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets surprised a lot of people last year by almost winning the Southeast Division, and they basically had most of their team intact, so I think they're going to stay good. 3rd place will be the Washington Wizards. The Wizards are they're going to have a bounce back year, and they have a new coach in Scotty Brooks. Bradley Beal and John Wall are just too talented not to miss the playoffs again. 4th place in the Southeast Division will be the Orlando Magic. The Magic are getting improved. They have a new coach, Frank Vogel. And 5th place will be the Miami Heat. Chris Bosh is probably never going to play again, which is sad, and Miami's probably destined for the basement in this division. And the playoff teams in the Eastern Conference will be as follows. It will be the Cleveland Cavaliers, Toronto Raptors, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, Chicago Bulls, and Indiana Pacers. That's how they're going to finish, in my opinion. Now, in the Western Conference, the Northwest Division. In 1st place, I'm predicting the Oklahoma City Thunder is going to win that division. Even though they lost Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors, they re-signed Russell Westbrook, and I think Russell Westbrook's going to have a very monster year this year. In fact, I'm thinking he could be one of the top candidates for most valuable player. 2nd place in the Northwest Division is Portland Trail Blazers, and they're continuing to grow, and I think they could be fighting with the Oklahoma City Thunder for the top spot in the Northwest Division. 3rd place will be the Utah Jazz. I think the Utah Jazz is going to break through this year and grab a playoff spot for the first time since 2012. Fourth place will be the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves improve each and every year. I think they'll be a 500 team, but that's not going to get them into the playoffs in the Western Conference. If they were in the Eastern Conference, they would get it. And fifth place, the Denver Nuggets, which they still are they're not very good. In the Pacific Division, first place, Golden State Warriors. They improved their team by giving Kevin Garnett. They could win 75, 76 games this year. Second place in the Pacific Division will be the Los Angeles Clippers. They brought back the core, Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Paul Pierce is there one more time, and they have Jamal Crawford. This could be the last year that this version of the Clippers are together, because Blake Griffin and Chris Paul could opt out of their contract at the end of this year. There's already rumors that Blake Griffin's going to do that, and he could go to Oklahoma City. So expect a monster year for the LA Clippers. Third place will be the Sacramento Kings. They open up a new arena, and the arena will probably make like DeMarcus Cousins more and more good, and they could battle for a playoff spot, but they might fall short. Fourth place is LA Lakers. It's the LA Lakers, the post-Kobe Bryant era, but they still are light years from a playoff spot. And fifth place is the Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns could finish with the worst record in the Western Conference, in my humble opinion. And now, the Southwest Division. First place, San Antonio Spurs. They lost Tim Duncan to retirement, but that's no problem. It's Kawhi Leonard's team, and LaMarcus Aldridge, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. This could be their last year, but they'll still have maybe over 55 wins. Second place for the Southwest Division, the Houston Rockets. I think James Harden's going to carry his team on the back and get them into a good playoff position. The third place team will be the Memphis Grizzlies. They have, they're like status quo and like treading water, but they're still good enough to make the playoffs in the Western Conference. They're good for 46, 47 wins. Fourth place in the Southwest Division will be the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks still have Dirk Nowitzki, but not too many else. And I'm very surprised that Mark Cuban didn't get a big-time player, because Dirk Nowitzki could be the next big NBA superstar to retire. And the Mavericks are probably not going to make the playoffs. In fifth place in the Southwest Division, New Orleans Pelicans. They just have Anthony Davis and nobody else, and it's kind of a shame, because Anthony Davis could be spending some of his prime years out of the playoff picture. And the 8 playoff teams in the Western Conference will be the Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs, LA Clippers, Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Houston Rockets, Memphis Grizzlies, and Utah Jazz. And the NBA's most valuable player will be Kevin Durant of the Golden State Warriors. And the NBA Coach of the Year is going to be Billy Donovan of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Eastern Conference champions will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Western Conference champions will be the Golden State Warriors. And the NBA Championship is going to be the Golden State Warriors. It'll probably be a 7-game series. And if Cleveland and Golden State meet in the NBA Finals, will be the first time ever that the same 2 teams have met in the NBA Finals 3 straight years. It's never happened before, but this year it's going to happen, because Golden State and Cleveland are the 2 best teams in the NBA, barring significant injuries by key members of the Warriors or the Cavaliers, or down years from the superstars players, this is probably going to be the two teams in the NBA Finals. Some people think it's predictable, but it is. It's like WWE. You know who's going to be in the Finals months in advance. And that's about it on that. I will be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about the top 30 greatest moments in the Federation years of the WWF/WWF from 1963 through the fall of 1992, which I kind of consider that the end of the Federation years from number 30 to number 21. 3-part series of this. And the next series will be the top 20 moments of the Attitude Era, of the new generation era of the WWE, which was not that great in my humble opinion. And we're only going to be top 20, and the Attitude Era will be probably top 40 or top 30, depends how I feel. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Marley Rose Blood, WCCO Oxen has nice legs. Elizabeth Hatso, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX, Channel 11, New York, is such a rocking cougar and has got the best legs in New York City. And Bobby Gibbons of ABC 11 has sweet southern accents, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in the words of Ric Flair, 16-time world heavyweight champion, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! And I know from a co-worker.